Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my July update for my Panda palette. So as per usual, I'm going to start by inserting a clip of where I was last month. And this is where I am today. So as per usual, let's just go through the shades one by one. First I have the shade Bare, which is my setting shade that I use to set my primer every single day. I've been using this as per usual every single day and I'm working away on it. It's starting to get really thin and in some spots, and yeah, I definitely don't feel like I will have any issues finishing this shade before the year is up, so I'm just going to continue working on it as I have been. Next up we have the shade Kitson. This shade right here I haven't actually used at all this month. I've really been focusing on Bubbly, which we'll get to in a second. So I honestly haven't really touched this more than use it as an inner corner highlight some days, which I'm currently wearing. But I only used this shade a handful of times this last month. Next to Kitten we have the shade Bliss, which is the transition shade in the palette. I use this every single day as well. I definitely have more shadow left in Bliss compared to Bare, but honestly I don't really feel like I am worrying too much about finishing that one either, because I am using it every single day and I can tell a difference in it. Yeah, I'm going to continue working on it, and that is a very densely packed shade, so it is taking a little bit to go through. But as I'm using it every single day and it goes with most of my looks that I use this palette for, I don't think that it will be any issues finishing that shade. Next to that we have the shade Sunset, which is a shade that I used a couple of times this month, but not too many. It's very similar to Kitson. I only used this a handful of times to pair with some other shades in the palette. It is a beautiful shade and I will definitely try to work more on that over the next month, because I've really been missing using that shade. Moving on to some really exciting stuff, at the end of the first row we have the shade Sandstone, which was one of my goals for last time. I wanted to hit pan on it, and as you can see I managed to do that. I'm really happy to have pan on that shade. That means that I only have two shades left that I need to hit pan on. So I'm really happy, and I'm really happy that I managed to hit my goal on that. I definitely found ways to use this shade more over the last month as well, because I really wanted to hit pan on it, and I was scared to use it because it is quite a dark shade and I'm not used to wearing very dark eyeshadows, but I'm wearing it today and I've been wearing it almost every single time I've done my makeup this last month. So I definitely found ways to use that shade, and I will definitely continue using it the same way. So moving on to the second row of the palette, I have the shade Bubbly, which was my other goal for this month, and my goal was to finish off half of it, and as you can see I didn't quite manage to do that. I have a little bit left, but I'm very close, and I'm super happy with the progress I made on this shade. I've been using this shade almost every single day I did my makeup this last month, and I can definitely tell a massive difference in that shade. I'm really happy with where it is, and I'm going to continue working on it, but I don't want to finish it yet, so I'm probably going to move on to using more of Kitson and Sandstone, for example, as my lid shade, because I want to keep that a bit longer. But I'm definitely going to continue working on that shade because I'm really happy to be semi-close to having a shade done in this palette. Next to Bubbly we have the shade Gilded Gold. This is a shade that I've been using a little bit over the last month as well. I honestly been focusing mostly on Sandstone and Bubbly, but I have used this a few times. Not sure how much I expanded the pan though, probably a little bit, but this is definitely another shade that I want to continue working on over the next month. Then moving on to these two shades, which you know are my biggest struggle in this palette. It's the shade Luster and the shade Night Sky. I honestly haven't been using them much at all this year, and I definitely feel like I need to start using them more if I want to use them up. I honestly don't feel like I will finish them either way this year, but hopefully I will be able to at least hit pan on both of those. The shade Night Sky right here, I want to play more with, and it's probably going to be included in my goals for next month. But let's just finish up with the last shade in this row first. So the last shade in this row is Ebony, and I used that a couple of times as well, not too much. I've been focusing more on Sandstone as I mentioned, so I haven't really used this much except for as a liner a couple of times, but not that often. So yeah, that is my summary of the palette. So moving on to the goals for next month. I actually only have one big goal for next month, and that is going to be hitting pan on night sky. That may be a very ambitious goal because I haven't really been found ways to use that much over the last couple of months, but I really want to see pan on these two shades. But my goal is going to be to hit pan on night sky. I'm going to be really determined to use this shade next month, which means that I actually won't set another goal for this month. I usually have 2 goals for each month, but it's basically going to be just hitting pan on night sky. I definitely want to expand the pans that I currently have, but I don't want to pressure myself to use other shades when I know that night sky will be a struggle. So yeah, that will be my goal for next month. So that, guys, was all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel because I will be posting more of these videos, and I do a lot of project pans. Otherwise, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys!